I just finished a tough campaign a few months ago, and if there was any message from Arizona voters, it was do something about illegal immigration. Now, you get 100 people together and say what, and you'd have 100 different ideas. But they wanted us to do something, to act, to stop what has been a horrible, horrible problem for our nation, and most especially for my state. The second question they would always ask is, why should we believe that you're going to enforce some future law when the law today is not being enforced? So we set out to try to ensure that the mistakes of the past, the fact that the 1986 law was not adequately enforced, for example, and the fact that the border has not been adequately protected, that employees are not required to ensure, to demonstrate that they are eligible to work when they're hired, that these kinds of problems would be resolved, that the rule of law would be restored. And we've tried very hard in a bipartisan way to achieve those results. The administration is very committed to enforcing this new bill. And we have to demonstrate that to the American people if we are to gain their confidence that we have done the right thing with this legislation. It is very easy to sit on the sidelines and say, no, I want it my way. All of you know that in the legislative process, no one gets 100% of what they want if you're going to get something done. So you can either get in the game and try to make it as good as you can, or you can sit on the sideline and complain. There will be folks that have different points of view that will complain about the legislation not being perfect, as Senator Feinstein said. And from my perspective, it's not perfect. But it represents the best opportunity that we have in a partisan way to do something about this problem. And if we had not gotten together as Republicans and Democrats to develop this bipartisan consensus, we can be assured that there would not be a bill passed this year and probably not next year. So to my constituents who said, do something about this problem, I can say, I have tried my best to craft a bill that won't repeat the mistakes of the past, will deal with the problems of today, so that we can all have a brighter tomorrow.